Hello guys, and welcome back to another Cavcast. Today we are doing a little bit of an unboxing for you guys. I recently made a new purchase for the Cavcast of a handheld portable stereo recorder. That is the Zoom H4n. Now, the good thing about this is that it can be used to replace my very dated and struggling to keep up M-Audio Fast Track Pro USB audio interface, because this can also be used as a USB audio interface as well as having these stereo microphones on the top for us to do some very, very interesting things with a new channel that's going to be starting very, very soon. But I'm going to do the actual unboxing for you guys first, and then I'll make the announcement for the video and let you guys know where you can go and get a head start and sign up before I even release my first video, which would be very, very cool. So, the part itself, the handy recorder itself, is the Zoom H4n. It is a favourite of audio and video aficionados everywhere, and it basically has two XLR inputs on the bottom. It has a headphone jack and a USB jack on the other side, and it also has a line-in jack on the back of the microphones, allowing you to record 4 different sources simultaneously, which is very, very cool. It has a small tab just here, which means that we can open that and pull out the gubbins if I can get hold of it. There we go. Very, very basic amount of stuff that you have in this one. There are some larger package ones that have like a USB cable and like an SD card and stuff. But I've got an SD card, and I've got a mains thing as well ready to go. So I've got everything I need pretty much. So the actual device itself is inside this awesome little protective packaging, and there is also obviously these batteries here, which is very useful, and we have some operation manuals and limited warranty things and some Japanese. If anybody out there reads Japanese, there you go. I think that's talking about the minimum and maximum SD card sizes that you can get, up to 32 SDHC for anybody who would like to know. There we go. So I'll do a bit of reading on that later on. The actual device itself is here. So let's unbox this bad boy. I've been waiting for quite a while for this. If anybody has been watching any of my videos, and there might even be someone now, if you listen very carefully, there is sometimes a little bit of crackling and distortion. That's because the USB audio interface that I've got is slowly dying and eventually is going to expire. So I thought to myself, well, why not sort of put two things into one? Let's get a new USB audio interface, but let's also make sure that we have the ability to do some really, really cool recording in stereo, which hopefully would be a whole lot. Well, I thought it'd be a whole lot of fun, and I'm not right. I'm not wrong. Rather, I'm not wrong. Well, I hope I'm right and not wrong. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? So there we go. So you have the places here where you can use the inputs and outputs. The microphone that I'm using right now, I would use to demonstrate how to plug into XLR, but I'm sure you guys know. 2 XLR inputs, the mains input here. Also can be powered off USB. Hold button here, which stops the buttons being pressed whilst you're doing whatever you want to do when you click hold. Volume up and down for the headphone port here as a remote port. Actually tells you which channels are being used, so you can put it into stereo mode just to use this on its own. 4-channel mode, which is that, and then the 2 other ports as well. And then multi-track recording, obviously, which is separate individual tracks rather than a muxed version of everything. We also have the menu interface functions and the SD card slot just here. So let's try and get it working live on camera for you guys. I don't know if there's actually anything on this SD card. Haven't tried it yet, so I don't know whether or not it's going to be like formatted in the right way or whatever, but we'll give it a go. We have the battery connection on the back here as well. For anybody out there who's kind of thinking to themselves, well, what does this do that you currently can't do? Well, it's a much cleaner quality of amp, so the sound quality that comes through on the microphone will hopefully be a little bit better. It will pick up less sort of background noise. I should be able to also push the microphone that I use further than I do with this one that I'm using currently, and it just basically should make everything just all round sound a bit cleaner, a bit crisper, which would be very, very cool, obviously, because it means that we don't have to worry so much about all of that kind of stuff. And it also obviously doubles up as a mobile solution as well, so I don't have to worry too much. Let's try and get that flap down. There we go. Can I just sort of get that there? Just about. Just about. There we go. Perfect. Right. Okay. Let's start it up, holding the power button down here, and hopefully that should be working. Could be that these batteries are actually dead. I have heard that a couple of people have got batteries that come with it which are completely dead, and they need to get some different ones straight away. So I'll be right back once I've tried replacing these batteries, and we'll see whether or not that is the problem. Okay. Believe it or not, I had the batteries in the wrong way. Whoa, Calf, I can't believe that. That's what happens when you try to record videos at the same time as doing everything else. But that's going to load up for me, and hopefully will be working for us pretty much straight away. I know it does take a little bit of time the first time that you start these things up, because I believe it actually formats the SD card and gets everything working. The microphones that are on the top here as well, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this. Actually, no, you can very well, in fact. Good job, iPhone 6. You have the ability to change the focus point of the microphones here, the paired microphones, to be 90 degrees or 120 degrees. Now you can see at the top here, this kind of direction has changed from being kind of like the other way to this way, which will give us a wider stereo scope, and that's actually what we're looking for. We are looking for a higher kind of stereo scope, because now, essentially, you can see the mic input has been chosen. As I said before, we can change to 1 and 2. We can change to mic. We can change all the different bits and pieces that we want to. But if we press the record button, then you can see these microphones are already picking up sound, which is good. But hopefully, if I do this, you can see that one is picking up more sound than the other. And then the other side is picking up more sound as well. So we're hoping that we're going to be able to get some really good sound out of these guys. I'll have to spend a little bit of time working with it and trying to make sure that we get some good quality sound. But time for the announcements. If you've made it to the end of the video, we'll just press the stop button there, just to stop that from working. The reason that I bought this rather than just buying another USB audio interface, apart from wanting to be able to make sure that my setup is going to be sort of mobile and to be able to do things like record on the go in the field and stuff, I wanted to get this because I am planning on starting an ASMR channel called the ASMR Cast, which is just youtube.com/ASMRCAST. What is ASMR? I might hear you asking. It's quite hard to explain, but I think the best thing to do is if you go and Google ASMR, there should be a nice Wikipedia entry that explains a lot about it. I'll actually put a link in the description for you guys as well to find out a bit more about it. But it's basically, some people are able to get sort of a tingling sensation when certain sounds are played through sort of headphones in a stereo space. I forget what the actual anagram is, the A and S and an M and the R. It's something very, very scientific, I'll have you know. And I'm going to be making an official announcement video for that channel at some point, but I just want to let you guys know that that's going to be happening. We've got a few things that we're going to be unboxing on that channel just to try to get a feel for it. It's not necessarily something that I'm going to be doing full time, and it's not something that's necessarily going to be taking up any time away from the Cafcast, so we're still going to be doing this. This is like an additional project that I want to work on my own and just see whether or not I can kind of get involved with it in an interesting way. So that's something that's coming up, and there is a link in the description if you would like to subscribe early, and also you can go and check out some ASMR videos for yourself. If you put some headphones on, try an ASMR video or two. If you get a tingling sensation in the back of your head when you're watching those videos, then you have ASMR, and you have now found a whole new fantastic world of awesome stuff that you can go and check out. But until next time, and until I make a video for that channel, which hopefully will be in a couple of days, but it depends on how long it takes to get used to this. This was the unboxing of the Zoom H4n. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video if you like the fact that the Cafcast is buying new things with the donations and stuff that you guys are doing on Patreon and stuff. So yeah, until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. You've been watching the Cafcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to us if you like what you see. That way I'll know to make more, and that you really like me. So, you've been watching the Cavcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos.